Hi everyone, I thought I'd do a quick video on how the altcoins are going because obviously Bitcoin's had a ballistic run as of late, jumping from 25k up to 30,000 pretty quickly over a couple of days. And you know, I put this post on Facebook just prior to that happening saying we're on this major support. If crypto is going to bounce, it's going to be here. The risk reward is great. So what you do then is, if you know it's a major zone, you zoom in on that area and then you can dive in and see a potential buy signal and jump on some different altcoins or even Bitcoin itself. So Bitcoin's had the rally. Some of the altcoins have had a decent rally as well, but is that run going to continue, or will money keep flowing into Bitcoin, or will some of that money start to flow into your altcoins as well? So I've taken some positions in altcoins because I was able to dive in and take those positions. But what we're going to look at today is, will the run on those altcoins continue, or was it just a bounce and then we've got further downside as well from there? Just a reminder that everything in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Some of the charts we're going to look at today is total 3, others dominance, and Bitcoin dominance. So we're going to go through what each of these charts are and how to unpack them and what they actually mean as well. Alright, so first of all, one of the main charts I always look for if I'm looking to see if altcoins are going to run is the total 3. And the total 3 is the market cap of all cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the total includes stablecoins and tokens as well. But this is a key Bitcoin graph to understand the entire space. It's also a way to view the total altcoin market cap, okay? So as you can see from the picture there, it is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, which takes up the majority of the market cap of crypto. So by watching this chart, you can start to see whether or not the altcoins are about to run. So let's dive in and see what that chart is showing us now. Okay, so this is the total 3 chart here. You can see from the COVID low here, it did nothing but a beautiful uptrend coming up to here. Okay, but then from that moment there, we started to then go into a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. What we've now done is we've kind of gone into a bit of a sideways market here as well. So what we need to know is whether or not this here is going to break to the downside or to the upside from where it is from here as well. All right, a couple of things I'm looking at here is that you can see we had 5 moves down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For me, what it looks like to me is that this was your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that after that you should get an ABC. 5 going down would be the beginning of an impulse. I believe that could be wave A, and what we're looking at now is a B wave and then a further C wave down. What I'll be looking for is, you know, we've come down to the 382 here. I wanted to see it come up to this kind of 476 range here, and then I'll be looking to see, because as you can see here, that is where prior the pivot was before. Okay, so what I'm hoping for here is a nice little A, B, C, then most likely another 5 down to looking for around the 618 zone, which if you look at what that zone is, it is also major previous resistance before. And if you know anything about Dow theory, for every impulsive move, you typically correct 1/3 to 2/3 of that move, and that is this zone here. Okay, there is a chance that this is the bottom where we are now, because we have come down to 1/3 right now. Okay, the only thing that's saying that we might still have more downside is that I can see 5 moves down, beginning of an impulse, that shouldn't have 5 moves down like that. So with an ABC up, you then should get a partner leg for that, which again, if we get our trend-based fib extension as well, we can see, let's say it did go up to there, where would that be? That 1-to-1 aligns perfectly with the 618 as well. And they're the kind of things I look for, confluency in multiple things to show me that this kind of zone here would be a massive zone where I would be looking to position myself for long-term altcoin investments. All right, so a lot of things showing that 115 billion would definitely be a zone I would be eyeing off if we break the low that we're currently at. So like I said, there is a chance the bottom is in right now. However, if we break this low, and we do a three-wave move up here, I would be really worried, because then you've got 5, corrective 3-wave, and then down. I guess what I'm looking for now is that, you know, we've only had one move here. We should get a partner leg for this as well. So I am looking for short term for the, you know, for kind of like this remaining next few months of 2023. I'm looking for it to get a partner leg on all altcoins. So I am looking for a potential alt run for a little bit here before a next leg down. All right, so I'm just going to clear all of that now. I just want to dive in and show you what I'm seeing. That's the weekly. I'm going to go into the daily and show you a couple of things I'm seeing right now. All right. So at the moment we still have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But however, right now we have had a little bit of a change where we've had a higher low. What we need to see is now was that your first move, and we've got an ABC down, and we're going to get our partner leg. A couple of things that are showing me potentially we could be. We've got pretty good volume. Okay, you can see divergence in the volume here as well. So as this was going down here, this has been going up. However, something I am looking out for here is that we do have a potential, if it does roll over here, of potential hidden bearish, which means continuation as well, because you've got higher RSI, lower thing, only if it rolls over. Okay, so what I am looking for it to do, so if I clear this now, it has come up to obviously major resistance, became major support, and it's now broken through and is testing its major. If we can get back above this zone, this $330 billion, then there is a good chance that we can actually get that next move up. But yeah, right now all it's doing is just rejecting decline resistance at a major resistance. So you've got a point of confluency resistance right here, that if we can break through that, that would be a good sign for the altcoins to punch through and move a bit higher as well. All right, so definitely a big zone I'm looking for. If we can get through there, that would be a good sign. I'd be looking for it to potentially, next resistance zone after that would be this one here, obviously. Major zone here as well, major support, became major resistance. So if we can get above the 350. And then obviously here, and if we can do that, I'm looking for it to head back up for that next leg. All right, so early days, but potential signs that if we can punch through, yeah, it would be a pretty good sign. So that is the total 3 market cap there. Let's go back and check out the next one. Okay, next chart I want to look at is the others dominance chart. So it's the market cap of others dominance in percentage wise. And what it tells you is that Bitcoin and other crypto bosses account for a huge part of the crypto market. What the others dominance does is it represents the dominance of all the other coins, excluding the top 10 in crypto. All right, so it represents the total market capitalization of the top 125 altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and some of the other leading currencies. So it gets rid of all the big boys. And if you think about it, the big boys make up for a lot of it. And this is kind of a good way to check. It's similar to the Russell 2000 on the stock market. It shows you kind of the leading indicator of all the kind of crappy zombie companies there. Same thing here. If money is flowing into these crappy shit coins, then, you know, probably we're going into a risk on environment within the crypto space. And that's something that I'm always looking for. I want to see, is money starting to flow into this risk on? Because if it is, you're potentially moving into a bit of a bull market. So let's have a look at others dominance. I want to show you a couple of things that I've been looking at. Okay, so here's the others dominance chart. As you can see, it's been in a clear uptrend since 2014 here. Just high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high. It's just been going up and up and up and up. What we're looking for here is, one, it definitely needs to hold above that zone there, because that was your major pivot low that it needs to hold. If it breaks below there, then we're in trouble. We're breaking clear market structure. This one here was not a good sign here when we broke below that one. So we did change a major pivot there, but ideally that's the major one. I'm going to show you why, because that is the major trend that we have held since the existence of your altcoins. So you can see here, clear trend line, and it has bounced off this zone so many times before, and we're at that zone again right now. Okay, so this is a zone that I've been eyeing off for a long time, ever since really this bear market began, and I got this first lower high. I was looking for it to come down to here, and this was my zone where I was potentially going to buy altcoins again. Okay, I've purchased some altcoins now around this point. I've put in my first dollar cost average ever since exiting all of my altcoins back in November 14th, 2021. But what I'm looking for now is when stocks and crypto get down to a buy zone that I've been eyeing off from a sell-off, what I look for is I look for weakness going into that point. So this is a point I've been eyeing off, like I said, from back. Okay, so since it came down, what I look for is, do I see any weakness coming into that? And that's when I pull down, look at a few certain things. A couple of things I'm looking at here is there is divergence. Okay, you've actually got complex, I'm going to zoom in. You've actually got complex divergence here where you've actually from this point to this point, you can see that's gone lower high, and we've actually gone a higher low here. Okay, so matching up the points, that one with that one, and that one with this one. Come in here with this bigger one here so you can see a bit better. All right, that is divergence. The indicator is not matching the price action. Lower low, higher low, doing everything. On top of that, you've also got divergence within that last low as well. So from that little pivot to that pivot, you've also got lower low there, but you've got a double bottom or a slightly higher low there as well. So that's what's called complex divergence, where if you've got divergence from a previous larger swing line, but then also on the last one as well. So again, these are signals. What we need to do is price action to confirm that these signals of divergence are actually going to play out. So what I'm looking for now is for it to get above this zone here, because what that was it was major support that has become resistance. So if we can get back above that 9.6%, test it as support and head up, then we have changed our market structure at a major pivot point after prior signals of divergence of a weakening trend coming down to here. That would be a good sign for the others' dominance, which would mean a good sign for your altcoins as well. All right, so this is something that I'm looking for. These are weekly candles, so we could be a bit of time. There has been a bit of life off here, but again, we needed to follow through and punch up here. All right, so I've taken some positions just off this point right here, but I have very tight stop losses because I know if we break this support, you're breaking a long-term trend support that has not been broken for a long time. And then what I'd be looking for it to come down to would be this major resistance support. Resistance, support. So, it could go from 9% back down to about 5%, which would be a pretty bad sign for your altcoins. But again, it's pretty textbook for it to come back to that, to wipe out that whole kind of bubble pop. It's very often will wipe out that clear wave 5 top. So, it could easily come back down to here or come back within this range, which would still be a blue sign for crypto. But yeah, if we break this trend, there's nothing much holding it back until we get down to this zone here. All right, so we're kind of at a do or die stage right now. Altcoins need to bounce off here. If they don't, they're in a lot of trouble. All right, so they actually will turn into those shit coins if they do break below here. And a lot of people think, man, how much lower can they go? Trust me, they can always go lower. A lot of people were thinking that in the 2017, after the 2017 bull run as well. And a lot of coins Cardano went from $1.30 back down to 3 cents. I think even 2 point something cents at one stage. All right, so even the large caps can go down a lot. But for now, we're seeing some signs. We just need price action to confirm it. So that's what I'm looking at on the others' dominance and the altcoins. If we can do that, then yeah, there could be some good signs from that one. All right, let's look at what the next chart's going to be. Okay, next chart I always look at is the Bitcoin dominance chart. So BTC.D, this one here. And what it shows you is it shows you the cycles of how money flows into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into the altcoins, and you can see it from there. All right, so what we need to do is we need to unpack it and see, first of all, what's the Bitcoin dominance chart doing? Is it going up or is it going down? Once you can identify that, you then look at what Bitcoin's doing. Is Bitcoin going down or up or going sideways? And then from that, it can help you know what to do with your altcoins, whether to sell, buy, or get out and that kind of thing as well. All right, so let's actually go into the Bitcoin dominance chart. I'll have this chart there to help us understand what's going on as well. And we can look at what things we might be looking for your altcoins to start to run as well. Okay, so here's your Bitcoin dominance chart. As you can see here, it was in a clear uptrend. Okay, this was pretty much the bear market. And then from here, we had a massive altcoin run here, going down and down. And then we've been going sideways since May 21, just going sideways. The thing that happened recently is that we actually broke out of a major resistance. As you can see, this was resistance for a long, long time. We've actually broken out and punched out. That is a bullish sign for Bitcoin dominance, which means that it's been going up. Okay, we are about to enter the clear next zone here. All right, so we're really close to this last major support, which should now act as resistance. Okay, a couple of things that I'm looking at here is that RSI on the weekly is getting quite overbought now. It has been going up on quite low volume as well. Let's dive a bit deeper as well. Let's go down to the daily. Again, has entered into overbought, but again, I never trade RSI just on overbought. I like to look for actual clear reversal signals at that zone as well. So from there, let's go down to the 4 hourly, see what we're seeing there as well. So as you can see here, since we've broken out, we've had clear high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. So we're in a clear uptrend still at the moment, and it looks like we're about to get that push up to the zone right now. So I am eyeing off this zone right here for a potential reversal as it pops up. As you can see, that last move from here to here went up on lower in volume, and this move did come back on a bit of sell pressure, so not so much corrective as I like. What I normally kind of tell from that is that this last wave will be probably coming up on low volume, which is where I'll be eyeing off my target for a reversal. So I am looking around this, what is that, 52 to 53.5% kind of thing, looking to see whether or not we reverse off that zone. But I do need to see a clear change in microstructure, so I do need to see it come up, swing failure high, lower low, lower high, double top, something like that. Yeah, so at the moment now, that's the new pivot. If we break below that, we could be changing our market structure. But yeah, we are in a very clear uptrend right now until that zone breaks. So yeah, be eyeing off here, see if we get some life. So again, right now there's no clear signs that we are going to reverse right now. Bitcoin dominance is still going up, which if we pull up our chart, let's have a quick look. If Bitcoin dominance is increasing, there's nothing good for alts there. It's alts are decreasing fast, or alts are stable. There's no going up. Okay, we need this dominance to start going down before we can get any moves in our altcoins. So we do need this thing to flip back here. At the moment, it's still bullish microstructure. There are some signs that it might start to reverse soon up here, but again, probably just a bit of a pullback, probably even retest this major resistance as support, but that might be enough to give me that C leg I'm talking about on my altcoins, which will give me a bit of a push for a couple of months. So this has been, I've come back to the week here. This is still coming up. Will it reject this zone here that I'll be looking for? And then if it does reject and start to go down, we're looking at these bottom ones here. What we're looking for then is we want Bitcoin to keep increasing, because if Bitcoin keeps increasing and this Bitcoin dominance starts to roll over, that's when we get a pump in altcoins. All right. Or we want Bitcoin to go sideways, which it might do. It's had a bit of a 25-30% pump really, really quickly. It probably needs to chill and relax a little bit first before moving any further as well. So if either Bitcoin is going up or sideways, then that is what we're looking for our altcoins. So that is something that I'll be looking for to see whether or not it might continue. So coming back to should we buy alts? Like I said, I have taken a position just because the risk to reward was very, very good from that position, so I am on my altcoin positions from now. However, I am weary because the other charts like Bitcoin Dominance and Total 3 just need to push through. Bitcoin Dominance needs to reject that major resistance, and Total 3 needs to get through that major confluency. If we can do that, good, I'll be able to hold my positions, but at the moment I will be managing them because I am afraid of a rejection, and then if we break through that major support, we could see still significant downside down to that major support. So good risk to reward so far. There were some early warning signs of a potential reversal with the signals of divergence and that, but we need price action to confirm that. So price action is king. We need, at the moment, they're just signals. We need the trigger to take off and confirm that price action. So hopefully we'll know in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully the alts start to fly and we can get that, at least that minimum of a C leg or a potential bottom in altcoin. So that's, yeah, pray to the crypto gods that things will keep going up. Take care, everyone. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will send through on my next video some of my favorite altcoins that I'm always watching because I like the fundamentals of, and I'll bring that one out soon. Take care, everyone.